I'm Nick Gregorio. Welcome to the Barn Star. Today we're talking Doctor Strange. And guys, I want to know, did you love or hate the movie? Let's start with Stephen Lunsford.
For a Marvel movie, I thought it was really good.
Okay. What about you, Mylin?
I liked it okay.
Okay, what about you, Uncle Mills?
10 minutes ago, everybody was like, fuck that movie. No, I'm a fan of Doctor Strange, not a fan of the movie.
Yeah, the movie was awful. It was horrible.
Yeah.
I didn't
I am like worried for humanity after seeing that picture.
What? It was
What?
not.
Why?
It wasn't that
What?
bad.
Okay, it wasn't like the
Okay, first of all,
Hulk.
we
wasn't
gotta
like
put a little
the-
disclaimer. Spoilers will be found. There will, spoilers abound. Spoiler alerts. But here's the thing. That picture, there's nothing to spoil about it. There's nothing happened.
That's
Well,
one of
no.
the issues. There's nothing to spoil, but
Yeah.
it's because it's just a big setup for the Infinity War.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
but
literally, they're like, here's 2.5 hours.
What?
We're gonna try and make like a couple $100 million off of this and set up for the real movie that this is all about.
But isn't that a bummer? Don't
No,
you
it's such
hate
a
that?
bummer. I felt like they did the same thing with the first Thor. That's why it was so boring. 'Cause
And the
they were
second
setting
Thor.
up for
That's all
It's all the magic characters
like the
just
second
become
Thor.
like,
First of all,
You
Oh,
liked
yeah.
the second Thor?
Yes!
Hold up. Nobody liked the second Thor.
I like the second Thor.
All right, I got a
Second
question.
Thor was dumb, but yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so do you think that this
I like
movie
the
was
first
wor-
Thor, though.
Was it better
I found them
or
both
worse
enjoyable.
than the second Thor?
I thought the
this
second
movie.
one was
I think this movie's like Iron Man 2
This movie is
status.
worse than
this
the
is,
second Thor.
Well, no, this is my biggest problem with the movie. It's more of like an affront to cinema than I care than anything else, because the dynamic, the storytelling dynamic, the dialogue, everything about it, it's spoon-fed. There's nothing earned. There's not a single thing earned.
They don't do anything to make you care about Doctor Strange, which is unfortunate because I feel like he's a character you could really love and care about. And it's like they had all the right elements there, but missed so hard.
Yeah,
with
they
it.
really did.
You mean
And
Tony Stark 2.0?
so there was a lot to be made before this movie came out, that it was edgy and dark and weird. It's gonna be so trippy. You're gonna leave the theater and be like, "What did I just see, man?" Like,
No,
no,
he was just
it
a
was like
dick.
fucking. It was a black light poster in some college kid's like dorm room. That's what it was.
Wait, can we talk about what the fuck was? Sorry, I don't
You're
know.
allowed to curse.
You're allowed to
Oh,
swear.
okay. What the fuck was that about though? That's the Negaverse or whatever it was.
The Mirrorland?
It was literally like, I was like, what is this, like every rave I've ever fucking been to? That's the Dark World, is a fucking teenage rave?
But first of all, they show their hand in the trailer. They're like, "Guess what we can do? Flip a town upside down."
Yeah.
Fold it upside down. We're
Yeah,
like,
and they
all right, cool.
kept, that was what they relied on was like, hey, we spent.
What else can you do? They're like, we
$100
could do more of that. And it's like, well, what are the rules of the
can do that in a
world?
different room.
And they're like, I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. We just kind of shipped it off to India and it came back and we're like, that looks pretty good. Let's do it. So, Steven, you liked the picture, but
I didn't mind it.
admittedly, you saw it at a premiere,
Okay, so
which
here,
everyone's just like, oh, it's so good. We love each other.
here are my disclaimers. Okay, so my disclaimers are the fact that I saw it at a
Shake
premiere.
weight. It's a shake weight commercial.
Yeah,
It's like how like white guys try to dance. Like you don't know about that. Like that's how you like if you can't dance. Just so you know.
Steven, you're a white guy.
Usually. Depends on the day. So I saw it at a premiere, and I had never seen a trailer for it. I had only seen like
Steven
a
also
little-
lives under a rock.
No, I
and
intentionally
doesn't
didn't
work
see
in
a trailer
machinima
for
every
it.
day.
I intentionally didn't see a trailer for it because I didn't give a shit about it. I had no expectations for this movie. I was like, whatever. All right,
the
cool. I love
coolest
Sherlock.
characters in the
I
universe.
love
Really
I
is.
love some Benedict Cumberbatch. I don't give a shit about Doctor Strange. That's some bullshit. Okay, who cares?
Okay, this is like a day one production scene. Benedict Cumberbatch, he comes on set and he starts talking. You're like, okay, everyone hold. Hey, Ben, come here. Yeah, just do your normal accent because
Don't
you
be
sound like
American.
fucking shit. You sound absurd.
He sounds
you
like
sound
House.
like a buffoon.
He sounded like House.
Yes, that's accurate.
He sounds like a guy that gave the audio
Chakras,
department a lot of
chakras.
trouble. They were like, hey, can you just
Lupus.
speak up a little bit? He's like, I don't believe in chakras and weird things because my accent's really tough to
Cuddy.
at a loud volume.
I'm not afraid of Cuddy. I need my Vicodin.
None of that bothered me. I didn't find any of that distracting. I really didn't.
What did you find
His
distracting?
beard.
I was actually-
His beard looked like he went to Halloween Town and just glued that bitch on, and they
Okay,
were like,
let's be
"Ah."
honest.
They put a lot of like.
Let's be honest, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Like the beard
does
is where the
not look
power
like-
comes from.
He does not look like a guy that can really honestly grow a beard.
He doesn't
They
because
don't
he
grow a
probably
beard.
can't.
They just don't grow a
And so
beard.
that's-
They just draw a beard.
He
He
on
can
top.
because he's
shadow.
Thor.
But that's the issue because he needed it for Doctor Strange. But the thing is, like none
That
of those
Norelco commercial in the middle of the motherfucker where he was just like, I think it's time to shave. But
I thought that was a joke.
Oh, look,
when you
I
told
have
me
a
it was
goatee.
actually a commercial, we went to the bar
then
afterwards.
we saw the commercial.
The
That is just the
commercial
scene.
for Norelco, and I was like, oh, wow,
Norelco
that's-
was like,
that
it was so
unabashedly
good, we didn't even
a
have to
fucking
reshoot
ad.
it. We just lifted it straight from the movie and put it in a
Christ.
fucking commercial.
Because okay, here's the thing.
You
There were
work for
several-
Norelco?
Here's the thing, R5 played.
There were several moments in the movie where Marvel was trying to be like, we're doing the thing you want. See, we gave him the beer.
Yes.
Now and it was literally like the pause and like, have your moment, nerds. Fucking enjoy
Such
it.
a
And
like
so-
small,
The
tiny little
nerdgasms when we
amounts
left
of,
the
like,
theater. So me.
But there weren't,
Coop,
like, I'm a
Drew-
fucking nerd. There weren't any. They didn't
No,
pay off.
it was just like fake ass Fiegel's ass nerd stuff. It was all like that basic bitch nerd shit where there's like Agamotto. How
Just
about
enough
that
fan
goatee?
service to, like,
He had silver
trick
in his
them.
hair.
Now he's got the cape.
Now he's got the cape.
Also, what the fuck's up with the goddamn
I don't
cape?
know.
You mean, no.
The magic carpet?
The magic carpet, there we go. Yeah.
All right, don't hurt Mylan, you fucking.
She almost punched me when
That's
she
honestly
was
what it
doing
was.
dick
It was,
gestures.
it was the magic carpet from Aladdin. That's what the cape was.
It had the exact same personality. It was
Yeah.
slightly less dog-like, but
Slightly.
the exact
Dan Mills
same.
almost killed the guy next to him. So Dan Mills had the biggest Marvel fanboy next to him.
And
Me
he
and
was just
Cooper sitting
breathing
next to
like
each
a
other.
fireplace billows and laughing at every little yuck it up moment in that
That
whole
motherfucker
goddamn
was like
film.
Darth Vader.
He
I was like, who is
enjoying
breathing
the
this
film.
whole movie?
You were
Loud
three
as-
seats away.
Yeah,
and you
I
heard
heard
that son
him.
of a bitch.
So the movie starts, and like
No joke.
One, there was only 8 sets in the picture. We counted them. There was like a hospital, Shabala Kuala, Bala alleyway, whatever the fucking
Racist.
Kathmandu
random.
Alley, mountain, city streets.
And how do you get mugged in India by a white guy, a black guy, and a Chinese dude in India?
All like young and like relatively attractive too.
Yeah.
Like, hey, like all these models are gonna
And
rob
they
you in
spoke,
India.
they spoke
They spoke
American.
perfect English.
And they was like, hey man, give me your
me
money.
your
I was like,
watch.
what? He's in fucking a back alley in Jababa. Or
Kathmandu. He was in
Kathmandu.
Can we just talk about
Which
the
I'm
fact that I
pretty
don't
sure
think
is
his
also in
watch was
Tibet,
broken after
not
that
India.
skerfuffle? That was the most. Oh no, that was the important watch that was given to him by the girlfriend. Oh no.
Oh, you mean the girlfriend that just walked in his apartment and is
Also-
like, Steven, I know you make money and you spend it as quick as you make it. I was like, what?
That was
Yeah,
none of,
I didn't
none of her
understand that
character
coming
was
either.
developed at all.
Dude is spends it odd. He's not like a spendthrift. He has a
There's
Lamborghini.
nothing. They didn't make his like dickishness like charming. Like I get he's not supposed to
No.
be Iron Man or anything, but there's still got to be something. I care about Doctor Strange like from the comics, but nothing about this movie made me care about Doctor Strange.
They took the worst parts of Bruce Wayne and Tony Stark, mixed them together, and gave you Doctor Strange, and they didn't have him learn anything.
Yeah.
Except magic, which
Nothing
he
was
learned
earned.
extremely quick.
Nothing
was
because he's got a
earned. Yes.
photographic memory,
But-
which
and
makes
he's-
complete sense.
But
That's not a thing. That's not a
But
thing.
also because he's kind of a dick and steals stuff. Like I was like,
For-
you're
from
just
a
more of
character
a dick with
development
magic.
standpoint, like what kind of sense does it make that he's just like, cool, so I learned nothing, and
Yeah,
like I
it
saved
was-
the day because I'm an asshole.
Yes.
And
Yeah, and
Thor,
the whole-
fuck you.
That's
The
how it
whole
works.
point
That's how it
was,
works.
he's like, oh, my hands don't work. I need to
I'm
overcome
sure
this.
am sad
and he's
about
like,
these hands.
oh, wait a second, I don't, because magic doesn't, you don't really need hands to do magic. You just
Right.
wave fucking nubs in the air and make a
Also,
weird
speaking of
thing.
healing yourself with magic, there's like another dude, and like how
Everyone
many
did
motherfuckers from
karate.
New York show up in
Yeah.
Kathmandu and they're just like, shit, I need to be healed. It's like
This
it was
is the
just
place?
like, okay,
Where's
cool.
Chip?
The guy that
Doctor
broke his
Strange.
back?
Yeah, he's like, hey, I saw you and you wouldn't treat me, and now I'm going to Kathmandu to get magic. And then Doctor Strange's like, oh man, you're that guy that I didn't treat, and I need magic to fix my
Dude,
shit. And
that's
he's like, oh
so
yeah, go to this
silly.
magic shit. And I'm like, this is
He walked
dumb.
up to dude
Why are
and was
you
like,
doing
yo,
this?
how'd you fix your back? He was like, I went to a magic place you can go to. Here's a map.
Here's the map.
I'm
Gotta
like,
get back to the street ball.
I'm like, what do you what?
Dumb.
And then he just knocks on the door. He's shown infinity. He's shown the universe. He gets thrown out, and Chiwetel's like, he's been out there for about 5 hours. Motherfucker, you should be out there for 5 centuries. Like,
What
it's
else is he
She
gonna
showed
do?
you the universe.
Yeah.
What are you gonna go home after that? You're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's it. I'm gonna call it a
Yeah.
day.
Like I'm not gonna get in
Guess
on
that's
that.
it. I'm
The
gonna sell this
naysaying,
busted ass watch. And
Rachel McAdams. So if you haven't seen it, and we told you there's spoiler alert, there's a point where Doctor Strange astral projects himself to Rachel McAdams.
we have to talk about this.
And then there's a fight in the astral plane. It's real fake. Everyone's made of rubber and ghosts and shit. And when he comes back to life, they're walking down the hallway, and she's like, "What are you in a cult or something?" But you just saw him.
You
float
just saw
above-
me turn into
you
a
saw
fucking-
the
you just
motherfucker
had
float
me
above you, and you don't believe that he. Come on now.
But that was a good laugh.
What?
But that was a good laugh.
All right.
I
Is this
honestly-
That was the
Marvel?
entire
Shut
movie.
the
That was the
back up.
entire movie.
Honestly, one of the best laughs is after he went through the portal and the mop drops and she
Yes.
screams. That's
That was
honestly
a
one of
good
the
laugh.
best
the
laughs.
movie did not need laughs. The movie needed to be spooky, scary.
The issue is
Doctor Strange is just the side of a horror comic. It didn't
Dude,
need to yuck
I
it up.
wanted
Yeah.
some old, creepy, possibly gay dude that lived in Greenwich Village that did magic shit. Like, wouldn't the story have been much more interesting told from like
Yes.
a neighborhood kid that was like, who's the creepy dude that
Yeah.
lives up the street? Isn't that neat? Isn't that mysterious? Doesn't that create a sense of imagination?
No, 'cause
And
I
then
mean-
maybe he needs to learn something, but Doctor
think-
Strange can be the guru because He's a fucking Deus ex machina. He's not a real like.
In all his appearances, that's what he is.
It's more about other people like needing him to learn something about themselves. It's not really about what he needs to overcome.
Right.
It's not as important of a tale.
No, because they needed to make Tony Stark 2.0, which they did with like,
I think they're trying to capture
in his really awesome like penthouse suite where you can see the Avengers Tower. Nice little nod.
Yeah, I saw that too, and I was like,
Well, Mylan, what were you saying? You were about to get involved.
I was just gonna say, I think a lot of it comes from this is an issue Marvel's having with Guardians. They're trying to capture that lightning in a bottle again, and it's just like Doctor Strange doesn't need that. Doctor Strange doesn't need the comedic relief and like humorous moments of like the ragtag crew that Guardians is. Like, stop trying to give me that movie in other formats.
Yeah,
not working.
I'm also worried about Guardians because that trailer looks like it could have been cut
more of
from
the same. The
more of the
first one.
same, and that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about. They're like, hey, we had a success.
Same
let's
fucking
just
song,
Let's
even.
just keep it all.
It's gonna be awesome.
All right. So is Doctor Strange Marvel's next big hit, or is this the beginning of the end? Steven?
It's got a 90% right now on Rotten Tomatoes.
Fuck that. What is the world coming? Okay.
I know. I think tons of people are gonna go see it. I think a bunch of kids are gonna sign up for Magic Camp. I don't necessarily think that.
But he doesn't even learn magic. He doesn't even none of it's hard.
Whoa.
He just reads it and he does it. He's like,
No, he like struggles
He's
with
like-
a little sparking thing until she put him on Mount Everest.
Yo,
and
he-
I love how he magically like.
Oh, you mean with that multiracial cast they had? Everyone was out there doing karate
when
and
she put
magic
him-
together.
Remember, he was like having trouble with the magic,
Yeah.
and then she's like, "I'll put your ass on Everest, bitch." And like 30
A
minutes later,
a minute. It was a minute. He overcame
And then he
it in a
knew
minute.
all magic.
He knew
Yeah,
all magic.
obviously.
He was like, okay,
The door was
Eye of
open, he's like,
Agamotto, put it
okay.
on. Like, got it. Turn your hand. And now you
Again,
control time.
you guys,
Yeah.
the issue with this is they're trying to get to the punchline too fast. They're setting up for Infinity War, and they're not focusing on developing Doctor Strange.
Also, they really just hit you with, it's a fucking Infinity
Infinity
Stone.
Stone.
Not like, okay, cool, like we can deduce that there's only two
Yeah.
Infinity Stones that we don't know the whereabouts of. This one's green and it controls time. Oh yeah, it's probably the fucking Time Stone, right? Like Wong just has to hit you with that
He's
in
gotta
between
give
like
you-
his bouts of single.
I mean,
ladies.
I
Careful
love,
with that Infinity
I love
Stone.
Benedict.
Cumber's Nutshels.
No, the other.
Benedict Wong.
Benedict Wong.
Benedict Wong plays the character of Wong.
I want to make a movie called
his name?
Eggs Benedict with Benedict Cumberbatch and Benedict
Is
Wong.
his name really Benedict Wong?
Yeah.
I thought you guys were just being
No,
rude.
that's
I thought
real
you guys
deal.
were being like
Whoa.
super racist. I
I'm
was
sorry.
like-
Is that the type of show where, God, Mylan, what do you think? Is this their next big hit, or do you think Marvel is the beginning of the end?
I think it's their next big hit money-wise. I think a lot of people are going to see it. They're going to fall for that cheap parlor chick that they keep, and they're going to be like, woo.
Dude, I like smoked weed once, and I turned a black light on, and I was like, whoa. I
But
think I'm in another dimension.
I think, at least for someone like me, I didn't hate it, but the pacing was slow, and I thought it could have had a better story. But I'll stick around, and I'll see the next one, and I'll see Infinity War.
See, that's what's wrong with the world. What about you, Dan Mills?
Oh, when
I'm
you,
kidding,
and
I'm
you
kidding,
won't?
relax.
Is
I'll
this
be
the
there
next
too.
big hit, or is this the beginning of the end?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it could be kind of both. I think that if the Marvel Universe, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has proved anything at this point, it's that like they can make a shitty movie and it's still a fucking smash.
Yeah. Well,
like-
that's because Disney is some Illuminati bullshit, and they control like
Which
ABC.
is weird, because isn't Doctor Strange in the Illuminati?
Yes, and
Comic
How
reference.
about that movie? So the movie ends, and Ku pointed this out. It ends in Hong Kong. Oh, why? For the Chinese market. The big finale ends there. Also, like the doors are in London, New York, and Hong Kong. They mentioned Adele and Beyonce, which we all know is Illuminati. So
That's
children,
what I love
don't
too,
watch
like,
this movie.
London, New York,
Why
and
do you
Hong
think-
Kong.
why you
That's
gotta
where the
hate the
grandest ley lines
Yeah,
in
what's
the
wrong with the
world like
Illuminati? I don't
intersect.
understand.
I'm kidding. I want to join. Okay, so they made a big. All right, guys, I want to know if any were there bright spots in this picture, Steven.
Well, the Infinity Stone was pretty bright, so.
All right, now you can't talk for the rest of the
Wordplay.
show. Mylan, any bright spots?
I actually found Kate Blanchett really enjoyable. I thought, really? You guys didn't like it?
Who's
Kate
Kate
Blanchett?
Blanchett was not in the movie.
Was that a joke?
No,
If that was a joke, that was a great joke.
mean Tilda
Wait,
Swinton?
let's back it up. Let's use Let's use the time.
Rachel
Stop,
McAdams.
stop,
It's
stop.
really
Why is this
resonant.
so
It was a really resonant picture with Kate Blanchett as.
Yes, it was. I don't
First of
know.
all, Tilda Swinton was just
Those,
bald
like,
Tilda Swinton.
Those like
She's
tall,
like, what up? I'm
white
Tilda
ladies. I
Swinton.
can't keep it straight, you guys. You guys
There's
get
one
Asian.
thing
like
we
me on the
know.
beach.
All right, Dan, did you have any, as a person that disliked the picture immensely?
Yeah, I didn't like the movie, but I did some of the fan service I was really into. Some of the stuff that went unsaid, like the Wand of Watum that Wong
Yeah.
uses in the final battle. I thought that was really cool to be included. I really liked when you go into Dormammu's final world, like in his negative world, that the look of that world looked the most like Ditko's art
Yeah.
from the 60s. Like the original Stan Lee Ditko, like the orbs with the spaghetti and tentacles coming off, like that
The
looked
crunch berries?
really,
The giant
yeah.
crunch berries? I just want to know, why can't we get a villain that's just a dude in a costume that's kind of a bigger dude? Why has it got to be a disembodied
gotta be a face.
Or like a weird, like even Doomsday, I was like, you couldn't
Oh.
find a buff dude that you can put makeup on
Fun
that actually
fact about the
feels like
face.
he exists in
Yeah.
a physical space?
Benedict
Hey, we had
Cumberbatch was Dormammu.
Benedict Cumberbatch? What?
Yeah, he did the image capture for Dormammu.
So Benedict Cumberbatch was his own worst enemy, just like his demons in the movie.
I will say, so the Eye of, spoilers, the Eye of Agamotto can control time. It's the Time Infinity Stone. And there's a dope
Which is
sequence
like-
where they rewind time. But at that point, you've already lost me. It's the last like 15 minutes of the movie. I'm already soured, and I'm like, well, this is neat. This is a neat sequence.
Also, my issue with that is, go ahead.
Go,
do you wanna-
you go.
My issue with that is they don't they're like, you violated the things of nature and we're not supposed to
They
do that.
don't
But
explain
they don't explain
we're
like
wizards.
why. And like, you're gonna have to pay for that eventually. And it's like, oh, but you didn't right now, so.
They
You're
even
gonna
What
say
was
say
that
that,
in
the
the
alternative
Infinity
was
War.
like
They say that, like-
Dormammu takes over Earth? Like, what's the alternative there,
Yeah.
they say
Chiwetel?
the definition of a sorcerer
would tell
is
me.
to like shift what's around them, is to like to change and twist and obstruct like nature. It's like, yo, Mordu, you can't be mad about that. You're a fucking wizard, Harry. You know
Just
what we're
call him
about.
Chiwetel because he did not embody any character.
He didn't.
showed
He's
up on
certainly
set
not
and he was
Morty,
like,
like-
"I'm very charming and British," and I don't like fucking. You know, his mouth is kind of weird. And like Benedict, I swore after every take, and they're like, "Great guys, that's lunch. Okay, we're back in 10." Like, no one cared.
Did you see Serenity? Did anyone here see Serenity?
Bro, I wear a Serenity shirt like 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah, I was
Serenity.
like,
Chiwetel's Ejiofor's.
Is that how you say it? I've
Chiwetel,
never,
yeah.
I
Chiwetel
do not know how to
Ejiofor.
say his name.
His character from Serenity was his character in this movie. He even had the same fucking sword. I'm just throwing that out
He
there.
didn't have a sword.
I'm-
in
No, he had
Doctor
the
Strange.
stick.
He had a
Yeah,
stick.
he had this. What?
He had the stick of the
He
Living
even
Tribunal,
says it
which I was like,
what
why
it
would you
is.
even throw that in there? What's the
But
point?
he's also got those fly-ass boots.
Oh yeah, he was
He
like,
does.
"Bling, Air Jordans."
He's just like,
all right,
blip,
hate to
blip.
do this to you guys, but it's last call, final round. Have we already seen Marvel's best movie, and if so, what is it? Stephen Ford.
Oh well, I personally think it was Thor 2. I mean, it was just such a
Oh
great
shit, shots
cinematic
fired.
experience.
I enjoyed it. It's great.
Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, who doesn't love Guardians of the Galaxy? Everybody loves it. That's the point that they made. Like, you know what? Let's have some fucking
Weren't
fun
you
with
in
this.
that movie?
Yeah. How did you know?
Were you in that movie?
I was.
He's Star-Lord.
Yeah.
That was the insinuation. And Mylan rolled her eyes. What about you, Mylan? What do you think?
Rude.
Have we seen
You'll-
Marvel's best movie?
You know, you'll know why I rolled my eyes eventually, and we'll talk about it. I really enjoyed Guardians, but I don't know if it's Marvel's best. We'll see.
We'll see. Okay. What about you, Dan?
Yeah, I thought Guardians was cool, I guess. No, I think Doctor Strange is far from Marvel's
The
best.
weird dude has a lot of beef.
Nobody remembers Tom Jane's Punisher? And
Oh,
how awesome
that was horrible. That
Fuck
was
you, Steven.
What the fuck?
Sigma's Pacem Parabellum.
No, I
right.
loved that movie when I was 14. I don't love that movie anymore.
When the Punisher lives in Tampa, I cannot sign.
When
you already
when
lost
they
me.
do,
Hurry
when they do
up.
a good Thor
You
movie,
already, when his family gets killed and he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt with a crystal blue ocean behind him, I can't. You can't.
no,
do
when
it.
they do a good Thor movie, and they've gotten close.
Close.
I think Thor is the one that can really
Ragnarok?
make shit work. My hopes are high for Ragnarok.
That's,
and
that's
I've
only
been burned
because
in the past.
you have Viking blood in you. That's
Yeah, I almost wore my Mjolnir today just to rep.
There's something really charming though about both those
don't-
characters. Like,
Thor.
well, Thor and Loki. Like, there's
That is-
something.
no, there is a good
they're-
dynamic.
No,
they're-
the Thor
and they're
bit
both
in
really
Strange was the
likable.
best part of the movie.
Yeah.
For me.
Don't
For
interrupt.
one.
Mylan was saying.
Really
something.
forced.
I'm sorry,
Super
Mylan.
forced. I wanted to really love it, but I was just like so forced.
Okay, the best Marvel movie was Iron Man, and that's it. Guardians is good. Guardians is solid, but the best Marvel
Guardians
movie was
better.
Iron Man. That's when they cared. That's when people were trying really hard.
That is true. That's not inaccurate.
Robert Downey Jr. was not the go-to choice.
I did actually work on that movie, by the way. It's actually how I got my 3rd SAG voucher.
There you go. See?
Whoopsie
And
daisy.
But I think that was when Marvel was taking risks, trying to do something different. Like they were like, here we go. Did anyone think Iron Man was going to be good? Be honest, no.
No.
No, I mean Robert Downey Jr. I thought.
That was like.
Yeah, it was after
Can he hold it together?
Well,
Is he
yeah,
gonna
like his whole
die
drug
halfway
thing.
through
But I
production?
was like, I really
I
want to see where this goes.
I saw the Iron Man premiere. I kind of snuck into it. And it was the greatest experience in the world. I got to go up to him like right after the movie. I'm like, dude, it's gonna be fucking huge. He's like, I really hope so, dude. Like, I really hope. Like, we tried.
He's
really
like, I'm
hard.
just trying not to
He's
drink
like,
right now, but I really want to fucking drink right now. And I want to bang all those groupies, and I want to drink right now, but I can't. And I feel like someone definitely has crack on them, and I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna be like, hey, does anyone have crack? Because I know if they have it, I'll
Have you
smoke
seen
it.
Dragon? Have you seen Dragon?
Weird science.
But then after that, I mean, Civil War disappointed me to no end. Don't tease a war and give me a fucking pillow fight.
Fight on a tarmac.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I'm not gonna really kill you, bye.
People die in a war.
We're still friends,
what
right?
made it so
Right?
war.
Yeah.
And it
Hey,
looks
what's
like
up, Tony? Yeah, it's
people were
me,
dying,
Captain
and they're
Americans.
massive atrocities were committed, by
That's war.
heroes. That's war. And
Is it a
was
war if
just
no one dies? That's a question.
They were yucking it up and
Yeah.
oh, that guy's pretty cool.
You got a metal arm? That's so cool, dude. Yeah.
Fuck. God.
They're trying to keep it PG-13 because they want to make that money from them kids.
Because
All right,
kids will pay
guys.
money for stupid
That's all the
shit.
time we have for today. Let's recap what we've learned. Stephen Ford gets props for saying Doctor Strange sounds exactly like you, Laurie, on House, but he also loved the movie and even went to the premiere. Pretty sure he's Illuminati and not to be trusted. Mylan Sarley wins Spacebar today, not because of her thoughts on Doctor Strange, but because she's the only person other than Cooper who thought Thor 2 was badass. Oh, come on, Cooper. Always do that.
God damn it.
It was good. It was entertaining.
Dan, what the villain want to do again? Just make everything the dark version?
I don't really know, but I really
wanted to make
enjoyed
it
that
nighttime.
Rainbow
He
Bridge
Wasn't making
situation.
nighttime. He was like, I'm
Space
just
elves
so
wanted to make it
mad. I'm
nighttime.
just so mad and the way it is now. I liked it better when it was dark when
Look,
all my
I
friends
enjoyed
lived there. Dan Mills didn't realize Doctor Strange was in an actual Norocco commercial, judging by his Viking-like appearance. Pretty sure there's a lot of razor marketing campaigns that he just doesn't understand.
Yeah, I don't. Why would.
What is a Mach 3? As for me, Nick Gregorio, I've reached the end of my rope at Marvel. If they don't call me to make a deal about my Eggs Benedict pitch, it's time for me to retire from entertainment. And if you guys haven't noticed, Bill Arrigo wasn't here today. It's the first Spacebar we haven't shot with the guy, and it's kind of sad he's out of town. So that's why Dan Mills is here filling in as our resident barfly. Sorry guys, that's all the time we have. Sorry guys, that's all the time we have. Sorry guys, that's all the time we have. Oh shit, I'm stuck in an endless time loop.
Are you Brandon? Are you Brandon Winfrey?
Bottoms up, asses out, the Spacebar is closed. I actually have the Infinity Gem just embedded in my pee hole.